What up, what up, what up, what up, Tube Nation? What up, Code 31 family? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's Coach D, Code 31, live from Southside Jamaica, Queens. I've been out here since 6 o'clock doing my walk, you know what I'm saying? Figuring out how to shock the world with Code 31. Um, to those that don't know me, um, my name is Coach D. I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. I am a magazine owner, clothing designer, editor, content creator, media personality, all while being disabled. Um, I have overcome so many things. Like I said, last year I survived being hit by a car crossing the street. I survived the corrupt workers' comp system, and I survived being betrayed by people that should have never betrayed me. And what you got to understand is if you trust in God and put all your worries and fears in his hands, he's going to make everything all right for you. He makes everything all right for me. I lost my brother, my sister, and my dad. And I believe those three plus God saved my life last year. And it just wasn't my time to go home to glory with God yet. So because of that, I created Code 31 Academy. I have my first 6 students who are now multi-publishers, editors, content creators, uh, clothing designers. So I'm very proud of that from a near the experience that I was able to create a platform where I can now show and teach other people the knowledge that I, learned on my own on how to create my magazines and stuff. And shout out to my boy Jerry, my bro Jerry, as he definitely was the driving force behind me creating my own magazine. I only wanted to do one issue of my magazine, and now I have 66 magazines. So to God be the glory of somebody else seeing your vision and pushing you to pursue that vision. And Jerry has always been that driving force for me. Q has always been that driving force for me to keep going as an entrepreneur, keep going, to do my magazines and my clothing. And, you know, I just want to be that driving force for somebody. I just want to be that inspiration. I want somebody to come on my video and say, wow, everything she's been through, she's still going. She's still standing. She's still strong, you know. Um, if that car couldn't take me out, you think I'm going to let somebody's nasty words take me out? Absolutely not. Now, when I got the power of God on my side, protecting me and covering me in my adversities. So I just wanted to get on here real quick and tell you to never give up. Keep on doing what you do. You never know who you inspire. It's all eyes on you like Tupac. You never know who's watching you, from the rears. You could be inspiring somebody that don't even like you, but they won't admit it. But they watch everything you do and they copy everything that you do. So you inspiring people that you don't even know, you know. So to God be the glory. Um, right now we are in dark times. We are in the last days. We are in WAR that we don't need to be in. The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep on struggling. And I just want to be one of those that inspire you to create your own business, create your own magazine, create your own clothing line. You can do it. I've done it with very little money. They have all these apps now that you could be creative on. And they have free trials. So if you don't have the money, take advantage of the free trials, and get things done. There's no excuses now. I made a whole clothing line off of a heat transfer. This is a heat transfer, guys. And I use FM Expressions, where you upload your artwork or whatever, and they charge you $25 for the initial fee, and then it's 25 cents. And then if you get more than 75, it's 15 cents. So I literally got 100 of these in the girl character, 100 of these in the boy character. Um, Plus the shipping and handling and all that. It came to like $92. You get you a good quality heat press. And, what up, fam? What's good with you, baby? Just on live, say what's up to the people.
Hey,
That's my
people, you
family.
already know,
You
live
already
and
know.
direct from
You
Southside. You
already
know.
know, baby.
All right, Dorny.
Have a great day,
You
man.
do the same.
55, you still calling me Dorny. Lord have mercy. Look, I swear. I swear, but when you got the good morning. Hi, how are you? All right. When you got the day ones, they always gonna call you by your nickname. So I just wanted to show y'all that for the people that truly know me, I get mad love. And for the people that don't know me, I don't. And that's okay. Long as you have those people in your life that truly support you and love you, you hold on to those people. You don't worry about the ones that don't support you. Because guess what? At the end of the day, on my journey, right? Especially on my media journey, there are so many people that didn't believe in me. Yeah. So many people that doubted me. But look who I've interviewed. I've interviewed Rakim, KRS-One, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, Melly Mel, Blair Underwood. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Okay. I've been out here since 6 o'clock walking in the dark. Hell yeah. Why not? It's here. It's free. Nah, just push yourself, yo. Even if you just do 3 times around. Five do like I usually do 5,000, but since I got hurt, I do 2,500. But just start off small. Do 3 times around. Put your music on it, and it'll go fast. But anyway, back to what I was telling you guys. There are gonna be so many people that's gonna try to convince you not to pursue your dreams and aspirations and manifestation, right? Because they gave up on themselves. But you can't channel that negativity into your mind. You got to stay focused. I woke up this morning, it was so dark out here in Southside Jamaica, Queens, and I said, you know what? I got to go to the doctor. I got to talk to my mental health doctor. I got to go to physical therapy. I'm not going to get out here and walk. Man, my inner mind said, you better get up and get out there and walk. And I've been walking since 6 o'clock, 6:06 to be exact. And it was dark out here. And now it's you see, from darkness to brightness. You understand? Oh, good morning from Russia. Hey, I don't know what time it is in Russia, but salutations to you. I appreciate you for being on my live. We international, baby. I appreciate it. But like I said, never give up on yourself. Never give up on whatever you want. Listen, if I would have listened to those people, my first interview in 2018 with KRS-One would have never happened. Yes, I'm a female. I am in the USA. Yes, I am in New York. I'm a female. I know I got the hat on, but no, I'm a female. Uh, but if I would have listened to those people who told me what I couldn't do, I wish I was Russian. Oh, I'm from the United States, so I don't know nothing about being Russian, but I feel like you get love you should get love wherever you're from. I love being from the United States, even though I want to say some things, but I'm gonna just say I don't agree with how our country is being run. I don't agree with it, but I'm trusting in God to continue to lead my steps and you know let all that BS go over my head. You know what I mean? Um, but again, I want to encourage you guys to strive for what you want in life. You know, don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the gatekeepers, the ones who try to sabotage your blessings. You got to keep going, no matter who tries to knock you down. I get knocked down and I keep getting up because I don't know any better. I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. My brother and my family made me a beast, no sale. You understand? So me getting hit last year by that CAR crossing the street, it changed me. It made me more hungry to appreciate my life, appreciate teaching other people how to make their own clothing line, how to make their own magazine, how to become an entrepreneur, how to become their own bosses. That's why I created Code 31 Academy. So please follow this page. Um, because I want to teach. I want there to be a million entrepreneurs in the world that have their own businesses, that have their own clothing line, their own magazine. If they want to do media, I can teach them how to do that as well. Um, and I never went to school for none of this, yo. Me doing media, I'm still learning on the job, even though I started back in 2010, taking money at the door, doing security behind the scenes. There's steps to this. And I feel like people think that it's been an easy journey for me. It hasn't. I've had so many people try to bring me down and talk bad about me and say untruths about me and tell people don't work with me, but I feel like I'm an amazing person and I feel like I could bring a lot to the table um, if these promoters just give me an opportunity to cover the events. But what I do know. Oh, thank you so much. You have an amazing day yourself, and thank you for being on my live. And please follow me on here, and I will follow you back. And praise God. I hope you have an amazing day. Know that you're loved, know that you're worthy, and make sure people value you, okay? So have a good day. So, but I just want you to tell you guys to never give up. And because um, what I do is when people disappoint me, like other magazines would promise me to put me on the cover and they never did. Well, my brother, Jerry, he was like, we're going to create our own magazines and put ourselves on the cover. And that's what we did. So I literally have 66 magazines in under 4 years. So I am grateful to God that I have somebody that encouraged me to step out on faith and create my own lane. And I thank Ralph McDaniels for giving me that advice. I thank DJ Frank White for giving me that advice. And I thank Jerry and Q and everybody else that has inspired me to keep going in spite of certain people hating on me and try to sabotage me and, you know, deny me access to certain events. But here's the thing, I'm about to become a promoter myself and create my own showcases. So guess what's going to happen when I do that? I'm not going to need no outside help from other promoters. Now I'm going to do my own show and I'm going to show people how to respect the media, because a lot of times I don't know what's going on in the world, but they're actually trying to make media pay to get into events now, which is crazy to me. Now I see why some of them do that. It's because a lot of people that's doing media, Some of them are not real media. They are undercover groupies. And so it makes it bad for real journalists and real media personalities like myself. But I know how to conduct myself. I know what it is when I come to any event. I'm going to shut it down with my interviews, take my pictures, get behind the scenes, and then I'm going to create a magazine from it. See, you you have to know what's going to make you stand out from everybody else, right? So there's a million people that do clothing lines, right? There's a million people that do media. There's a million people that do magazines. But what is it about yourself that's going to make you stand out from everybody else? That is what I teach in Code 31 Academy. You know, when you come and you take my classes, the first thing I ask you is, what do you want to accomplish from this? You know, are you just doing it because everybody else is doing it? Or you want to do this because this is something that you have a love and a passion for? Because a lot of times people will do things and just say, I want to do it because I want to have a lot of money. Well, doing media and clothing and all that stuff, for me, I can't speak for nobody else. It hasn't brought me anything financially yet, but as far as accomplishments, I've accomplished so much in my media career with, like I said, interviewing Rakim and KRS-One, MC Shan, Dougie Fresh, Blair Underwood, Mario Van Peebles, Randy Edelman, Felipe Rose, Kenny Anderson, Chris Childs, Shirt Kings, Fubu, part of Fubu, not the whole Fubu. Um, Meeting and interview with April Walker. I met Dapper Dan. I met Carl Kanai. Um, Man, the list goes on and on of who I've interviewed. You can check that out on my main page on here, Code 31 Media Interviews. So, um, like I said, I've accomplished so much on my media journey that if God said, you know what, it's time for you to give it up, I can give it up now because I have accomplished almost everything that I want. The only thing I haven't really accomplished is meeting New Edition and interviewing Method Man. I met Method Man and I interviewed his whole family. So once I get those two accomplished, then I can really go out, and say I'm done. And there's a few more things that I want to do, accomplish, and then I'm gonna bid the industry adieu. All right, so I hope y'all have an amazing day. Follow me on here. It's Code 31 Academy, Code 31 Media Interviews. I'm on Instagram, Code 31 Mag, Code 31 Media, Code 31 Apparel. I'm on TikTok, um, Code 31 Media, and it's Code 31 Academy. All right, y'all. Have an amazing day. I will talk to y'all in the next live.